welcome back to Girl, Let Me Tell You. Today, we are going to be talking about something raw and real with our relationships with our mom.
God, you want to talk about mothers?
Good, the bad, and the complicated. But
And the
before we
ugly.
do start today's conversation, I do want to say this. We are sharing some personal experiences with our moms. This is our stories, not to dishonor any of them. We love our moms, but we want to acknowledge our relationships and how complicated they can be.
It's gonna be fun.
Absolutely. Gonna be fun.
I'm scared I'm gonna get my ass whooped after this.
Girl,
After a
my
moment.
mom's gonna be like,
So-
okay.
Yeah.
Before we do get into our episode today, let's tell everybody how our week's been. What are we drinking, first of all?
Okay, since we're doing Mom's Day, I decided to honor my mom because she's Dominican. What's my favorite beer? Presidente.
Oh, cheers. Chloe, what are you drinking?
Chloe is not drinking any liquor
What?
because she has stomach
Wait.
issues, but I am drinking coconut milk in honor of my mom because she is from Haiti. So coconut milk it is. And this
What
is
the
supposed to
heck?
soothe my stomach.
I love how y'all are honoring your moms with your drinks. I am drinking.
Okay, hold up. Why am I the only one now drinking alcohol today?
Only because I had a little stomach virus last night. I don't want to upset it
rattle
and have to
the cage.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
Well, I am on medication because, as you guys know, well, our followers don't know, but I had knee surgery last week. So I am drinking tea, some ginger
Okay,
tea.
you're being good. You're being good.
Yeah.
I mean, I would love to drink a glass of wine right now in honor of my mom,
Yes.
but I can't. All right. So how has your week been?
I don't know if the viewers know that we all work together at a
Mhm.
company, and Jenny has been out for about a week, and Jenny is our little Encyclopedia Britannica at work.
Yes.
So Lynette and I have been stuck trying to figure out things on our own. It's like, oh my God, where's the young blood? Where is she?
I
We
told
need
y'all
her
to text
brain.
me. I am literally sitting at home doing nothing.
I don't read any of those team chats. None of those.
Yeah, the teen
I
chats,
have
the
like
releases,
400
the
texts
notes.
on my phone
I'm
that I need
like,
to answer.
yo, what? I'm like,
Yeah.
work has been
I've
work.
been missing you guys. I feel like I haven't been
Yeah.
using my brain at all, but I've been filling up on TV shows and movies and junk. So
that's
it's
good.
been nice, but
That's good junk. That's good junk.
I know it
Sometimes you
is.
need that to kind of like vegetate and just be like, I don't want to think about nothing.
Like
So,
mentally exhausted after a day
Yes.
of work.
you guys already know. After I log off, I jump right into bed and I throw the covers over my head. I'm like, look, I can't take it no more.
Girl.
I go hide.
I've been
hide in my
doing that.
bed.
I've been doing that. And on top of that, real estate's picking up. So I've been swamped with real
Yes,
estate.
yes,
That's a
there
good
you
thing.
go.
I'm not
Yeah,
complaining.
Lynette's doing a very good job with the real
Not
estate.
complaining.
I am happy for you, girl. I am happy. With the situation that we are in, I am very happy for you for
Yeah.
that. Since this
For me.
episode is all about moms, I figured let's talk about the new Netflix documentary called The Unknown Number, the high school catfish. So it's about a boy and a girl, boyfriend, girlfriend,
Uh-huh.
from, let me get my notes because you
I
guys,
think that they were in high school, but they had been boyfriend and girlfriend since they were like elementary school, junior high.
Yeah, they
Okay.
lived in a small town in Michigan, I think called Bill City, I want to say.
Right.
And I think they were around 12 or 13 years old when
Wait,
they
is this a true
started.
story?
This is a true story.
Yes,
This is
this
a
is a
documentary
documentary. So
Okay.
on
yes.
Netflix.
I love those.
Two middle school, high school kids, Lauren and Owen. And then out of the blue, they start receiving these crazy texts. They don't know where they're coming from. And I mean, the texts are like, some of them are very just
Vile and
distasteful,
disgusting.
vile, nasty, talking about their looks. They were kind of like more so toward Lauren, the girl, talking about how her boyfriend doesn't want her, like telling her to go kill herself, like
Oh
just
my gosh.
crazy. And then it gets
That's
kind of a
crazy.
little sexual, like where the person messaging is saying like your boyfriend's, doing things to me, and it was just very distasteful. The parents go to the school, they're doing, all these like investigations. The school eventually gets the local police involved because they can't solve who's sending these text messages. The local
Right.
police is like, doing their investigation. There's, they find people that they think it might be, but it ends up not being them. So
Right.
this goes on for like 2 years, girl. Local police ends up getting the FBI involved
Yeah.
because they
And that's
cannot
when
figure out
that's when they
what is.
solve it.
So the FBI is the people who cracked the case open and like figured out
Right.
who was sending the text messages. And like you're building up to this like whole dramatic thing and come
Is
to
it a
find out
series?
it was the mom
Stop.
Of the
that was
girl.
sending the girl's mother was sending these
Stop.
text messages. It's
Yes,
not
girl.
was it a series or was it like a hour-long doc? I think it was just like an
I think it was an
hour-long,
hour-long
like a
document.
document.
I
Yeah.
think it was,
I
yeah,
don't
the
think
Get
it was a
out of
documentary.
docu-series.
It
here.
was the mom.
Yes,
And
it was
guess
the
what, Lynette? I knew.
Chloe was
As
like, "I
soon as
knew it."
I was like, I already know who it is.
What
I
the
said, it's the
heck?
mother.
You know
Yeah.
what? Cassandra, one of my daughters, I don't know if it was Cassandra or Rosa, had me watch, because I don't watch TV that much. And it was on Netflix, and it's a true story as well, I'm pretty sure. And it was about a mom that made the daughter like sick. Like
Yes.
Oh,
she made
yeah.
her believe she was
Munch
sick.
something,
Yes.
syndrome.
Yes.
Munchausen.
It's
Yeah,
that
however you say it.
one.
Munchausen syndrome. Yes, I saw
Yeah.
that.
Yes.
I saw that
Well, they
too.
were saying that this was something like what
Similar.
the mom, yeah, like similar to Munchausen. It called like cyber Chowsen something. I'll
Something
figure it out, but
syndrome. Yeah.
it
Yeah.
was kind of like the same thing. So the mom was like sending all like hundreds of text messages a day to these kids, the boy, her daughter, her own daughter, and her daughter's
And this
boyfriend.
kid, what is wrong? Where is this
Yeah.
lady
She's
right
got some
now?
psychological issues.
She
Girl.
had
I
some
don't
psychological
know.
issues.
Yeah, I don't know what
She
was
she
happening.
she had been lying to her husband, saying that
Yes.
she had been working for like 2 years. And then kudos to the husband, because when they called him and he came to the house and they told him it was, he told her, "Get out, call your mother
Yeah.
and father, and
Yeah.
get out of the house." And I like that. I like a man that stands up for his,
Yeah.
kid,
Because he was
his
like,
mom.
Yes.
listen, if you don't
Yes.
get this lady out of my house today, we
It's
gonna have
gonna be
some
a
problems.
problem.
That is, I mean, but the crazy thing is, like, she was telling her own daughter to go kill herself. Like, every day was telling her, like,
No, that's nuts.
to go kill
That's
herself.
nuts.
And, like, the mom of the son, like, she was getting really worried about his mental health because she was telling him the same thing too, or, like, I don't know if
Right,
she was necessarily telling him to kill himself, but, like, just the hundreds of texts, and I mean, they were saying that they were coming in at all hours of the day,
right, because
like,
she wasn't
after
working.
yeah, because she wasn't
Yeah,
working, so she was just sitting at home, like,
to
firing
like,
them off.
yeah, like
Well,
she was just
and when
bored,
was
like that was her
this?
job.
Because even with the new iPhone, I don't know which version it was. Now you can like preset your text
Oh,
to
I
go
didn't
out
know
at a
that.
certain time. Yeah,
No,
you
I
know
think
how
I
we
think she had a I think she
I
had a
think this
burner phone.
happened
Sorry,
in
Lynette.
2020, 2021.
okay.
The mom ended up getting arrested, and she ended up
Yeah.
spending I think she had 2 counts
18.
of what was it?
It was
Stalking
it
or
Two counts
something
cyber
of
like
bullying,
craziness. Two
cyber
counts of
stalking or
cyberbullying,
something
craziness.
like
cyber
that.
stalking,
And she ended
cyberbullying.
up she just got out of August of 2024. So this was like all very recently,
Right.
with
Wow.
her
No,
doing
I've never
all of
heard of
that.
it. Never heard of it.
I never heard
Haven't
of it
seen it.
either, but it's
How old were the
crazy.
kids? The kids were
They
in
were
high
like
school
12
when
or
this happened?
13. Well, they said
Number
that
thirteen.
the city in Michigan, it's a very small town. So like the school it goes from kindergarten all the way to 12th grade.
Ultra 12th
Oh
grade.
yeah,
It's
that's
one
a
of those
small town.
schools. So it's a
Yeah.
very
I
small
don't know
towns.
if there's any other schools or, but I mean, I would
You
assume
know
that's probably
what?
the only
That's a
one.
great documentary to watch if you do have that, like a kind of mother you think is a bad mother, and then you watch that, it makes your mom like, or any, I'm not saying your mom
I'm like, dang,
specifically, but
my
like
mom
any
is
mom.
But let me tell you, the reason why I knew it was, and I was like, that is something that I think that my mom would have done.
Get out of
That's
really,
here.
why. Yes. It's like, oh,
that's
yeah. I
insane.
immediately, when I was watching it and people were saying, "You'll never believe who it is," I said, "I already know who it is. It's the mom."
That's
Your
crazy,
mommy
Chloe.
issues.
Mm.
Your mommy
I already
issues.
knew. I already knew. I already knew. I was like, I don't know which mom it is, but it's the mom.
Is somebody's
So
mama.
yes.
I
That's
So
need to
yep.
watch it now.
wild. Yeah, you need to watch it. It was really good. I mean, even though we
You're
spoiled
gonna
it,
be flabbergasted.
Yeah.
Not only
Yes,
that,
'cause
I
he's
get very passionate, so I'm gonna be, like, pissed off for 3 days.
oh, no, no,
So,
people were pissed. You see the
yeah.
people reactions while they're watching it.
I found one phone number that kept coming up. Lauren's mom, Kendra.
You ugly ass bitch.
People
I've been
are
loving those.
videotaping people's reactions, and they're like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
"What?"
Yeah.
Yeah,
Crazy.
it
It
was
is
That's
crazy.
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 For 2
Because I mean,
years.
how I just it's so hard for me to, like, understand why moms or just parents in general, but since we're talking about moms, but, like, why you would wanna do that to your own blood. Like,
I
the
if
the person you gave birth to, that, like, you're supposed to love and, like, care for,
Yeah.
it's just weird to me.
I mean, let alone do that in general to anybody, but it makes
mhm,
it 10 times worse when it's your own daughter or your own kid, right?
mhm,
Yeah.
I mean, it's wrong no
right,
matter what, right? You don't
right.
stalk somebody that bad
And
and
I
tell somebody
hated
to go
seeing the
commit
girl in the
suicide.
documentary because you could tell I think from what I've been seeing on TikTok is some of the interviews with the girl, Lauren, were filmed at different
Mhm,
times. So, like,
right.
there's a part where she's filmed, like, in a pink jacket or something, like she's sitting on the bed. I think those were filmed earlier. So you could
Before
see,
she
like, her
knew.
response to she was like, "I love my mom. I'm still gonna have a relationship with my mom," and, like, she was saying all these, like, things, and you're like, "Girl, why?" Like, your
Yeah.
mom was telling you to go kill yourself. But then there's another part toward the end where she's in, like, a gray, like, hoodie or whatever, sweatsuit, and she's like, I she hasn't seen her mom since she went into jail or got out of jail. She's had
Right.
no connection with her, and, she's saying that she's trying to navigate, like, this new how to have a relationship with her mom after everything. So I think
I
as
think
she
that
was growing
Yeah.
up, she was trying to navigate her feelings, which is hard in that situation.
So how old is she now? Did they say?
she's like
Probably close
18,
to, like, yeah, 18 now,
18,
probably.
19.
Wow.
I don't know
Poor
if
kid.
I think they had a restraining order that she couldn't be in contact with her
Probably.
Well,
because
you
when
know
she
I
was young.
love restraining orders.
Yeah, so I think she had a restraining order, and I
Yeah.
don't know if it would be safe for her to have a relationship with her mom, knowing that she would do something like that. She might do something even
Oh,
worse, when
yes,
her
yes,
is
because
older.
that's just it's
It
something in the brain of that
something
mom.
in her
Something's
brain
going
where
on, right?
she might be jealous of her because the
Oh,
mom
I think
was
that's what it
not
Yes.
was.
she was not attractive. She wasn't attractive. Maybe she
No.
was attractive when she was younger. And the girl was very cute. She was very attractive, very
And
small and
and
skinny
sport
and
and
thin. She was sports and she was very popular. So maybe the mom missed out on some of that when she was
Yeah.
younger
Well, they
and she
have
was
that.
just trying to
Isn't that there's a name for that. There's a name
yeah,
when
when you missed out and you're trying to
yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
fulfill your dreams through your
yes. And
kid.
I saw that. I saw that a lot with 4 kids, right? 3 of them very
Mhm.
active in sports. And I saw a lot of, like, football dads and moms,
Right, right, trying to
coaching cheerleading
Mhm.
and football dads coaching
exactly.
football because
Wasn't
they
she a
never
coach too, Jenny? Wasn't she a coach?
Oh, she was very,
Hmm.
involved in,
hands on.
like,
Yeah.
school, the PT like,
Yeah.
she was, like,
Sports.
PTO, and she would be, head of, like, keeping score at the basketball games, like, she was
Basketball game.
Yes.
very
Yes.
involved, and which makes sense because, I mean, if your kids go into the same school from kindergarten to
Right.
Yeah.
12th grade, I mean, you kinda get involved in everything because, like, you know everybody. They said everybody knows everybody, such small towns. That's just
That's
I
crazy.
watched that, and my mouth was like the whole like, toward the end, I was like, "Are you kidding me? This
That's
lady,
crazy. Have that much time. I don't even have barely
she
any
didn't have
time to
no job."
No,
text
no,
back
because
my
she didn't have
friends.
a job. That's why. I think that's why. If she
Well,
had 2
that's
jobs
why.
and working like you wouldn't have had time to message no
Yes,
one.
who would
You
have
barely
time for
got
that?
time to message us. What are you talking
I'd be like, "What?"
We'd be like,
about?
"Where's Lynette?"
Yeah. I know.
MIA.
Every time we got work, we're like, "Where's Lynette? Where's Lynette?"
Yes,
Lynette
girl,
with her
yeah.
20 jobs, okay?
But
I
they
can't
had
believe that.
interviewed one of her family members, I think it was a cousin, if I'm
Mhm.
not mistaken, and she was even, like, trying to figure out how you live with your husband and your
What
husband
was
is
he doing?
he was
Like, what
working,
was
girl, he was working. He said
He's the
that
only one that was working.
he lost a lot financially because
I think
she
they
wasn't
lost their house
working.
and everything
Yeah, because she
because of
wasn't
that.
working, so but she was in charge of all the finances. So she was paying the bills
So she
with
thought she was
whatever
paying
money
the
he
bills.
was bringing
Oh,
in. So
wow.
he was
Okay.
unaware, which
Yeah.
I've seen a couple comments where people were like, how could he not know like about the finances and stuff? But I'm like, Zeke probably doesn't even know what's in our bank account because he
Yeah,
doesn't
because
even
you do
take
it.
care of.
He just hand. He's like, here you go. Here's
Oh,
a
our
check.
checks get deposited and we pay I pay bills, and then he just, when he needs something he gets it. But like he wouldn't know like the dollar amount or like how much
Right.
this is or that is. So I can understand how he did not know that.
So I was on TikTok and this psychologist, Dr. Isha, and she was talking about it, the issue that some people grow up with their mothers, and how it affects your life with your friends, how it affects your life with your lovers and like your relationships and stuff like that. And I
Yeah.
see how stuff like that affect me. My husband Robert, I used to tell him all the time, I say, you need
Shout
to
out
go
to
to
Robert.
shout out to Robert. So I used to tell him all the time, I was like, dude, you got a problem with your mom and it's affecting our relationship
Mhm.
because everything that you do, you think I'm like your mom. I'm not your mom. You
Mhm.
need to go deal with that, whatever that anger that you
Yes.
have towards your mom.
You know what? Those are 100% facts.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes, because he would have issues. Because he would have issues with like Beyonce. I was like, I don't like Beyonce. I don't like the pretty bitches. I'm like, what? I'm pretty. What the hell are you talking
Not
about?
Beyonce. He better be
I'm
careful
like,
for the
what?
beehive
Some
come get
big
his
bitch.
ass.
Yeah. So, and his mom was very, very beautiful, very pretty, and he had a major problem with her. Even when she passed away, he didn't go to her funeral. I went to her funeral. He
Really?
would refuse to go to her funeral. So anyway, he finally went and got some counseling. And guess what's the first thing the counselor said? You have a
You have
problem.
mommy issues.
Yes. And I was like, I've been telling you that forever. You got a problem with your mom, and it has rolled over into our
Mhm.
problem with us now. And
Yeah.
until you deal with that issue with your mom, we're never going to be able to
Mhm.
have a relationship. Because you think I'm her. I'm not her.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Girl, I can totally relate to that because I know my mother issues still affect my relationship with Zeke.
Mhm.
Because growing up, I mean, I never really felt like my mom liked me.
Mhm.
And I think
Same.
it stems from how like I bonded when I was very young. I bonded with my aunt, which is her sister. And
Mhm.
like she was kind of giving me the mother love that like my mom wasn't giving me. And like granted, I don't know a lot of it because I was so young, but I've been told by my mom's siblings like how, I was with them a lot and like, my mom wasn't really around much. And I started bonding really closely with my aunt. And so that was who I connected with. And I feel like my mom, I mean, as a mom, I feel like you would automatically get jealous if you see your kid bonding with another woman and like calling this other woman mom and doing that. And I feel like because I got so much older and like it was hard to break that bond, because I had already bonded with her so much. And I feel like that's just kind of what like disconnects me and my mom from having a true mother-daughter relationship because I feel like she deep down kind of resents me for that. And she'll never
Now,
come out and say it.
is this your mom's sister or dad's sister?
My mom's sister. My
Your
mom
mom's
has
sister.
3 sisters, and
Okay.
my aunt Sheila, she's the one that I bonded with the most because she lived at home with my grandparents a
Okay.
lot. So I was always there with them, with my grandparents, with her. So
So
that's
was your
kinda how
mom at
we
so I'm sorry, was your mom at work or is that why she
Girl, I have no idea. She was out
Oh, okay.
doing her
That's I was
thing.
like,
I
"Oh,
don't
where
know.
was she? You never
All
asked her
I
where were
know
you?"
I
is
don't
that I
know.
know Nana. I know Nana. So I
Back
don't
in
know her. I don't know her, but just from knowing Jenny, I just call her Nana.
she's Nana. She is Nana to Noelle, and she's a great Nana
Okay.
to Noelle, but
Okay.
she was not like that with me,
With me, yeah. Yeah.
because,
Yeah.
growing up, I mean, she like going back to the jealousy thing, I always felt like she's a little jealous of me. And I hate that because listen, I can't control what I was doing when I was young, who I bonded with. That is out of my control.
Right.
As I've gotten older, I've tried to build a relationship with my mom, especially now since I have Noelle. But I mean, just certain things that like she says really hurts my feelings. Like, when I bought my first car, she was like, saying comments like, "How dare you, get a better car before me?"
Stop.
Even when I bought
What?
even when I bought my house, it was,
What?
"You bought a house before me?" Like, it's just weird things that
No.
she says that I'm like, "Why? Why are we doing this?" Like, I don't understand it. And I feel like it really hurts because she doesn't
Oh, maybe
act this
she.
way towards my siblings. Like, I have a older
Look,
sister and a younger brother.
do they have a house?
They don't have their own house, but they have a roof over their head.
Yeah. Do they have a nicer car?
I don't know,
Well,
like,
maybe
one
that's
time she
why.
told me that I act too good, I act too perfect.
It's called
It's
work.
something. It's
It's
But,
called
it's
work.
what,
something
I
wrong with
grew up a
that.
very rough life, okay?
Yeah.
We did not have money, okay? And
Right.
I knew that, like, when I got old enough, of course I did stupid stuff when I was young, and, like, I do thank Zeke a lot of the times for, like, pulling me out of this, like,
Out of the right.
out of a crazy lifestyle that I could have, like, went down. But, like, I knew that I was not going to live my life the way that I was raised. And it's
Okay.
no
So it's just right.
shade to my mom. Like,
Right.
my
No,
parents
no,
did the
you
No,
best
had
that
but
they could.
goals.
right.
You had
Exactly.
goals.
And
Exactly.
actually, you living like that made you who you are because you were like, okay, I see this. I don't
I
want
don't want
this.
that.
I want
Exactly.
something
Exactly.
different. So that's why that actually helped you become who you are. So even though she doesn't like that you got there before she did,
Mhm. Yeah.
it is what it is, you know? She helped make that in
Yeah.
a kind of a way. Like, oh, she helped you be who you are by living who she is. And plus, it's different between you. Your mom has like 3 kids, right?
Yeah.
You're married and you have one. So that's 2 incomes, one child. So you're gonna have more. So you're gonna have more stuff. So
Yeah.
it is. I should be happy. I would be happy if my kid
Yes,
got
yes. You know
married,
that
met
it's all
kids.
about the drive
Girl,
though. It's all about the drive because Jenny could be on the other side. She
and
Yeah,
could
I
she
be on
could
the
think
have, but
I
same
she
side.
honestly
but she
think
made it
she
in
would
her
be
mind.
happy if I was
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Which is
I'm like,
crazy.
Wow.
It's
it
isn't that
is.
crazy? It's crazy for us to even think that
Yeah.
that your mom or your mom would think that way.
Yes, it
Be
is.
like,
It's
oh,
crazy, but I don't know how else to look at it because I feel like as a mom, the way that I'm living my life is what you would want to see. You would want to see,
thank
like you
you.
guys were
Yes.
saying, you would
Thank
want to
Yeah.
you.
see your kids doing good. But,
Yeah.
whenever I look at like how my siblings are, and I'm like, my sister, she's doing good, she's
Uh-huh.
got her own place, her own car, she's working, and I love that for her. I wish she would push herself a little bit more to do better because my sister's smart, but like our relationship isn't, we don't really have a relationship either. And then my brother, he's just all over the place. But my mom is always there for them when they need her. For me, it's never that,
She
you
probably
know?
feels that you don't need her. And then
Yes,
Yeah.
and she says that. She was like, "You're the
Mhm.
only child that I really don't have to worry about because I know you're good." But I hate that statement because I
Yeah.
want you to still worry about me because
Yeah.
I
Exactly.
still have
You still
things
need
that,
her.
yeah, I still need my mom. I
Yeah.
mean, you know.
That's funny. That's funny that your mom is like that with you. But my dad, before he passed away, he's like, out of all the kids, I worry more about you. I'm like, well, there, what you talking about? It's like, why? What you
Yeah.
talking about? He's like, sometimes you act like your mom. I was like, well, explain.
Oh God.
Tell me what you talking about. He said, your mom is flighty. She just get a thought in her head and don't think about the consequences. Don't think about anything. Will pick up and leave. And she will do that. She'll get a thought
Hmm.
in her head. I'm
Well,
Wow.
gonna go do it and go.
well, now that you're saying
Don't think
this,
about that.
this is
But let me
kind of
let me fin-
making a little sense. It's
Yeah,
making
it
a little
does make
sense.
sense.
what do you
It
Miss,
mean?
does.
Miss,
Yeah.
I'm going to Italy by myself.
I'm
See
going to
ya.
Thailand by myself.
2 weeks.
Deuces.
We're like, what
Bye.
the hell? Where's Chloe
Yeah,
going by
yeah,
herself?
that part,
Yeah.
yes, that part,
But you
yes.
know
With the
what?
traveling,
I don't see that as like a bad thing though. I
I don't
mean,
think that is either. But my mom did things a little bit different. She just pick up and go, leave everything, leave the house, leave be like, oh, I don't care no more. Poop,
Oh, no,
gone.
that's bad.
So, but I
Yeah,
told
that
my
part's
dad
bad, but to be, like,
that part.
independent and, like, I feel like that's you can just be like, "I'm gonna go do this. I don't need nobody. I don't need your help. I don't" I like that aspect of it. But, just being, careless about it, no.
Yeah, yeah.
But I do
But I
see how
told
your
him,
dad was saying that. I do see but I feel like you are a little bit more not a
Yeah.
little bit, you're more responsible than,
and that's
Yes,
what I told him.
yes. But
That's what I told him.
she's a daredevil. She likes
Yeah,
to
and
walk
that's what
that
I
thin
told
line.
him. I said,
Yes.
yeah, I might be a little bit like her in some aspects, but there's two sets of blood running through my veins. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
When I be like, oh, I'm going to go fight it, then I'll be thinking, okay, Chloe, hold on. Make sure you're safe. You got to think about everything that
Mhm.
could happen. Make sure this and that. So yeah, so it's two sets of like, you guys know. I'd be like, I want to move to a farm. I want to
Yeah.
leave the United States. I want to go travel. I want to
But
go
the
live in
thing is,
Thailand.
you do put thought into it though.
Yeah, I do.
You
It's like,
do weigh
let me
out
put thought.
your pros and cons.
Pros and cons, and
You're
I
not
take
just
my
like, "I'm
time
buying this
making the
land and
decision.
I'm gonna go live on a farm." You're you didn't
Well, I have
Thank
to
you. I had to
say
think
that
about that.
I'm blessed. I am blessed listening to your stories, listening to that
Yes.
Netflix
Chloe's
documentary
like,
that you
"Thank you,
guys saw.
Jesus."
Thank
Yes, you
you,
are.
baby
Yes, you are,
Jesus,
Lynette.
You
because
are,
Just
yes.
listening to you and your mom and your dad, we had
I love it.
dinner
oh, yes,
with her
we went
mom and
out. We went
dad, and
out
I
the
was
other
like, oh
night.
my
Yep.
God, such a
This is
Yeah.
what a
beautiful
family
couple.
dynamic looks like.
Yes, thank
Yes, but
you.
listen, I have to say, no, but my family
Yes.
dynamics isn't perfect. My
Right,
parents
right,
still
right.
growing up, both, very cultural. So my mom's Dominican, her father is Arabic,
Mhm.
and on my father, Puerto Rican and from Spain. So very lots of cultures, lots of different dynamics all running through everything. And my
Mhm.
parents, yes, they're still together. They've been together since they were in their teens
Oh,
and
wow.
got married, and I think they've been married 54 years now. My parents argued, I heard it, I saw it. They didn't hide anything from me.
Mhm.
I saw what made my mom mad, what made my dad mad, and I saw that growing up. As a mother, she is and was the best mother
Mm.
I
I
think
love that.
anybody could
I
have.
can
Anybody
tell.
could have.
I can
I
tell.
mean, if I wanted ballet class, she'd be the first
No.
one. If I wanted, to play soccer, even though I couldn't play soccer, she would still put me out there to play soccer.
Mhm.
Like she let me try whatever I wanted to try, even if I sucked at it. Like behind me is that's my childhood piano. Ask me if I know how to play piano, right?
Aw.
That's so
But
nice.
right? So she went and they got me a piano so I can learn how to play piano. But what I'm saying is, no matter what I wanted to try to do something, my mom would get it for me or my dad to
Yeah.
make me
Oh,
succeed in life. Did they give it to me for free? No, I would still have to work for it. I was working by the age of 14.
so
So
was I. So
if
was
I
I.
wanted parachute pants, Denny, you're too young for this. Okay.
I know what they
I
are.
wanted, I
Hey.
wanted parachute pants so bad.
You gotta
Back
get
then it
yourself.
was merry-go-round. That store merry-go-round was it, and that's where they had the Billie Jean jacket by Michael Jackson and the black parachute pants. And I went and got myself a job at the mall. I would get on the city bus, go to the
Mhm.
mall in Springfield, Virginia, work wherever I was working, I think it was an ice cream store, to earn my money to buy what I wanted. Even though
That's
they
right.
would supply, my parents would the best birthday parties, trips around the world, everything. But
Okay.
if I wanted something, I had to go work
You get
for
to
it.
go work for it. That's good.
Yes.
That's still
And
work
they showed me that
values.
because
Ethics. Yep.
to this day, even through my marriage, I always worked, always brought money home, always worked.
Mhm. That's
So,
good. That's
and
good.
that's what I love. I love to hustle and I get that from my mom. Am I scared of my mom? To this day, I'm still scared of my mom. And
Okay.
that's the respect. That's she taught me that too, to respect her.
Mhm.
I mean, I remember growing up saying, if you cut your eyes at me, when you die, you're gonna die with your eyes open. And I was so scared of that as a child that to
I
this
never heard of
day,
that.
I don't dare cut my eyes at my mom.
And
Not
your
I don't
and
dare.
your
I don't
eyes.
dare. Remember last year when we went to Puerto Rico and they wanted to take, all my kids to Puerto Rico and show them where they met, all my parents met and all
Yeah.
that? So we did that, and there's a stadium there still in San Juan, Puerto Rico, where they did, the first Caribbean Olympics, right? To get the Puerto Ricans trained and stuff like that to bring them to the U.S. Olympics. And my mom was actually one that
Wow.
represented Puerto Rico, and she did
Yeah.
pole vaulting and hurdles.
Oh, that's
Wow.
why she still look good. Okay, so she's been like an athlete all of her life. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that you had that support from your
Yeah.
mom and your
Yes.
dad.
Yes.
I didn't really have all that support from mom and dad, but mostly my dad would support me. Mom,
That has
growing
to
up,
be
I didn't
hard.
I
I
didn't
think
think
that's hard. That has to be hard because I couldn't
yeah,
imagine my life without them. I
right,
don't even know where I would be. Where would I be? Because I learned everything I do in my work ethics and the way I
Mhm.
parent on my parents,
right.
both of
Well,
them.
I had it from my dad. It's just that it wasn't from my mom. And piggybacking off of what you said, I think about that all the time. I was like, what if I had both parents that were very supportive? Where would I be? I would be
Girl,
so much more further.
that's
So
so
I'd be
funny
like,
that
you
you
know
say
what?
that because I
And
think that too.
yeah, I
Yes,
think
but
that
hold
all the
on. Let's
time.
think about this. Let's think about this. You guys are great. Like you're successful,
Okay. And
right?
then yeah.
You have
Yep.
good work eth
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, that's good.
here's a
I guess we gotta
question you
stop
have.
thinking of, like, what
Yes.
if, because
Yeah.
we
There's
did
no what ifs
I
because
know,
look
but
where you're at, right?
for me, it's more mental, like, the mental load that it takes on me and, like, how much I think about how I'm parenting Noelle, like, am I gonna give her anything that's gonna is she gonna talk about me like this in 20
right,
years?
I don't think so. I don't
I
think
don't
so
think
because
so, but it's
No.
like
no, no,
Yeah.
I don't think so. Only because I have
Yeah.
evidence of that. Because, like I was saying,
Yeah.
growing up, I didn't have that support from my mom. My mom was very verbally and physically abusive. And at one point, I asked him when I got older, I was like, "What was up? You
Mhm,
because growing up, you act like you didn't even like me. I
yeah,
thought I was adopted." And she told me, "Well, that's how her mom raised her." But
yeah,
come to find out, it
Yeah,
wasn't like
it's
that.
it's I feel like I said, I'm going back to the cultural thing, right?
Right.
Our parents learn from how they were
Was
treated, but if you
raised
wanna
right.
be treated different, like you,
mhm,
Jenny, you decided to
to
be
break that
different.
you know what's so weird to me is like, my mom like I said, my mom has 3 other siblings, and the way that she talks about how I don't know if, like, it's an excuse to, you know, say, "Oh, this is the reason why I was like this," but, like, her siblings don't that it doesn't match up to, like,
Yeah,
what they
yeah,
say
yeah. Yeah,
versus how they were
exactly.
raised, so I'm like,
Yeah.
What
Exactly.
happened with
Exactly,
you that
Jenny.
was so"
Exactly.
Was there an
Because
age gap? Is it an
I
age
asked
gap?
my
No, no, they're all pretty close
Jenny.
in age.
So the same thing with me because I asked my uncle. I asked my uncle recently. I said, "Hey, I don't know if you know this, but mom used to really be very verbally and physically abusive to
Mhm.
me growing up." He's like, "I never knew that about her." Because it's a different side to everybody gets a different person. So,
Yes,
and I
yes.
asked myself, well, she says that growing up, that's how grandma was to her.
Bonnie.
And he was like, nah, we didn't see that. We didn't have that. So I was like, well, what happened?
Yeah.
So anyway, I told my mom, I said, you know what? That might have happened to you, but the buck stops here.
Yes.
Everything is
Yeah.
going to be
Yes.
broken right now and right here. We're not passing that on to my daughter. And my daughter grew up, she know I love her support. To this day, she knows she gets the support. She
Yeah.
calls me if she's got a problem, I will be there. I will be on a plane in a second.
Girl.
Yes.
Wherever
Yes.
she's at, I will
Yes.
be there. She needs money. Okay, baby, here you go. So she
That's
knows
how
that
I
she's
want that's
supported.
how I wanna be or I am with Noelle,
Yes.
and I wanna
Right.
be in the
Really
Absolutely.
good.
So
future
yeah,
because I don't get that from my mom, which is very
right.
it's very hurtful, and, like, sometimes I'll just sit and cry about it because I'm like, "What the heck did I do to" and
Nothing.
I've tried to have like, we've tried to have conversations about it, but it ends up in us arguing and, like, I feel
Uh-huh.
like she doesn't ever wanna just say, "Okay, I hear you. I'm sorry," or just, like, give me something, Because, when I was pregnant with Noelle, this story really sticks to me because it really hurts, but when I was pregnant with Noelle and, our viewers don't know this, but I was pregnant with Noelle. My water broke at 24 weeks. So
Mm.
I was, sent to the hospital. And from there, I didn't know if Noelle was going to live or die. I had no idea. Like, our hospital at the time didn't deliver or couldn't even take care of a baby that was born less than 27 weeks.
Oh,
So,
wow.
I'm there, they're trying to find her heartbeat, and when you go through things like that, like the one person you want is your mom,
Your mom. Yeah.
and so I called my mom on the phone, and of course it's early in the morning because at the time I was up getting ready for work and I was in the bathroom and my water broke. So it was like 6 in the morning, which I knew she was asleep, but I call her, she's asleep. I'm telling her what's wrong. I'm crying, and she was like, okay, well, I'm going to go back to sleep. Just call me if anything changes.
Stop.
And
6 o'clock in
instead,
the morning. It's not even like 1 o'clock in the morning.
it was like I wanted her to be like, okay, I'm on my way,
Yeah.
but she didn't come. She did not come. And that bothers me a lot to this day because I'm like
That bothers me, and that's not even my
Yeah.
mom.
at my
Yeah.
most like vulnerable moment in my life, like where I could have lost, everything that I had worked
Baby.
so like my baby, because me and Zeke went through IVF to have Noelle. We went through a lot to get her and to like not know if she was going to live or die in that moment. And you're just
No.
like, I'm going to go back to sleep, but it's like,
Mm.
she was there for my sister in the delivery room when
Oh,
she
that's,
was,
yeah.
so it's like I
You know
think about
what?
that
I
That's,
have
stuff
to
and I'm
say,
like,
you're a good daughter. You're delete block. Delete block.
it's so hard, because for my mental, I like feel like I need to like kind of like take a break from that relationship, especially if it's not like if we can't mend things,
right,
because she
right.
never, I've brought that up to her and she's never said, I'm sorry or sorry I wasn't there. Like nothing. Like I've brought it up to her and it's just, I get silence.
Jenny, you might not get that, and you might have to be okay with not getting that,
I'm
because
trying to be
I have
okay with that.
come to the conclusion that what I'm searching for with my mom, she doesn't have it to give.
Yeah.
She
I
don't have
think
it.
it's how they were brought up. I'm gonna go back to how
Well,
they were brought
you
up.
say that, but like Jenny and I said, the siblings are
Yeah.
not like that. The
Yeah.
Because
siblings
they're
are
like
not like
you.
that.
Because they're like you. The
I know. And
siblings
that's
are
what I was
like
going to say.
you.
That's what I'm saying. The siblings are not like that.
The
I'm talking about
siblings
the siblings.
decided.
No, the siblings. I'm talking about her brothers,
I
and they're
know.
not
I
like that.
know.
But
So
she's
the
saying
brothers
that
is yeah.
maybe our mom was how we feel toward her mom, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
how she may have felt like her mom didn't like her or didn't give her enough love. So maybe that's why she acts differently than her siblings because
And then their siblings are like you guys,
I
where
was
you're like, I'm
thinking
not gonna
that,
act like my mom. I'm
yeah,
gonna be the opposite of my mom. That's what you guys did, because obviously you guys aren't like your mom,
Right,
right?
right,
You're
right.
the
yeah,
opposite. But at the
Um,
same time, you have compassion. You both have compassion because Jenny, you're always, my mom's coming over this weekend. We're gonna have wine. Noelle has a phone, they're calling Nana. So you still
yeah,
have compassion. Chloe, can we go there?
I'm
You
I'm
have
taking care of my
compassion.
mama.
Your
Yeah, I
mom is
yeah,
at
went
your
to the
house
yes,
right
Dominican
now.
Republic to go pick
Okay.
her up and
Thank
bring
you.
her back to the United
Okay.
States and make
So
yes,
sure she
there's
was
the
all right.
difference. You guys
So,
decided to have compassion. So,
mm,
hmm,
even though you saw something different and you didn't get the love you needed from your mother as a mother, exactly how you're giving to your daughters,
hmm,
right? You're still doing the right thing because you're still being compassionate to the woman that wasn't really a true mother per se
yeah,
to you guys.
yeah,
So
yeah. And only
I give
because
kudos to
we
that.
made it, and only because we made it in our mind, I'm not passing this
No,
down to my
yeah,
daughter. I
no,
am
no,
never going to
yeah,
be like that with her.
no,
Absolutely not.
because this
And I
feeling
made that.
sucks.
Yeah.
It does.
yeah.
It really does. And
Yeah.
it's like I always keep asking myself, like, when am I going to get to a point in my life where I'm just like Chloe said, I might not get what I'm looking for from her, but like,
Uh-huh.
when will I be okay with that? I
Right.
don't know. I mean, I probably need to go back to therapy because I was
Mm.
in therapy a couple years ago.
Listen, I think all three of us need to go to therapy.
But why do I need
So,
Oh, I
therapy when I
know I
have you
do, because
guys?
I don't need professional help. I've got you guys. We're as fucked up as you are.
I'm still angry,
right,
because I'm
right, okay,
still
okay.
angry.
True.
I'm still
Are.
angry at that. It's like I'm still angry for not for not getting that love. I'm still angry.
Yes,
I'm
yes,
still that little girl that's
eh,
like that didn't get that love and that attention.
yes,
I and I probably need to go back to that little girl and just give her that love and attention
give
that
her a
I should have
hug.
done.
Give
And, you
her a
know, be
hug.
like, "Hey, it's okay." And that's probably why, like, every year on my birthday, I go and do my, international trips. I was like, "You know what? You deserve this.
I
You
think
worked
for
Yes.
hard.
me,
No, you get to travel."
acknowledging just the acknowledgement of, like, my feelings and, like, the
It
facts
ain't gonna
of,
happen.
like, "This is what happened. Can you agree that this
And
happened?"
then they feel shame when you confront them like that.
Yes, yeah.
They feel shame.
So, moving on to our reoccurring segment called Listener's Corner, we do have one. It says, I went no contact with my mom 2 years ago because of how toxic our relationship was growing up. But now I'm pregnant with my first child and I'm scared of repeating the same cycle. Should I try to reconnect with her for the baby's sake, or is it okay to protect my peace and keep distance?
I
Wow.
would set very strong boundaries and let her know, "Hey, this is what is going on. This is how it's going to be. And if it's not going to be like this is what's going to happen."
I
And
like that.
if it happens, be exactly what you said
Yeah.
and be like, "Nope, protect your peace, protect the peace of the baby."
Yes.
Yeah, I would set strong boundaries and be like,
Yeah.
"Look, this is what's going to happen." Have a conversation with her. "This is what happened in the past. This is not going to happen again." And
True.
It's a
then
hard one.
maybe even test her to see what if she passes the test before she is fully back into your life. I'm
Yeah.
Yeah.
not sure.
That's a hard one
Because
for me because I haven't experienced that, like a toxic relationship with my mom. So that's a hard one for me to answer, to give like a good answer. But if I
yeah.
did have that situation, so I'm gonna reverse the role. Let's say did have that situation, I would probably do the same thing. I would, because she's my mother, would I do this for my mother-in-law? Absolutely not. It ain't happening,
Yeah.
right? If you messed up, you're out of the picture. But if my own mother, that's different. If it was my own mother, then yes, I would, tell her, "Hey, we're gonna try to work this out as adults, but this is my baby now. I'm mama bear." Right? Because that's how we become. As soon as we have kids, we are mama bears,
Yeah.
right? We
Yeah.
protect our
Mhm.
kids no matter what. We're going to
Yes.
protect them. So even if it's against or with your own mother. So saying that, I would set boundaries. Hey,
Yeah.
we're going to open the relationship again, but if you do XYZ, you're done. I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm not being an adult anymore. I'm leaving. I gave you a chance. You can't do it. So
Yeah.
I'm moving on and protecting my because that's your new family.
Right.
At the end of the day,
Absolutely.
your mom already did her job. She was supposed to raise you, right?
Mhm.
Raise you, protect you, and show you what else to be on your own. After that, if you're as a mother still can't be a good mother, then you need another job,
Yeah.
So you
There's got to
can't.
be consequences of that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Consequences of that. You don't get to see the grandbaby. You don't
I
get
am
that
all
Yeah.
have your
for
family.
protecting your peace because I'm trying
Yes,
to
and we're
and
all
bringing
trying that.
We still try to do that. Okay.
but I mean
I just
bringing
learned that. I just learned that.
bringing a baby into the world already comes with a lot of emotions and stress.
Yes,
So, I feel like my advice, like, if reconnecting with your mom, if you don't feel like that's gonna be stable, then absolutely protect your peace because
of course.
we've talked about, like, breaking the cycle. You don't wanna bring that negativity
No,
into such
no,
a
toxic.
joyful moment
Yes,
and lose
no,
that moment, because you
you ain't
now
gonna
are
get it
bringing.
back.
Exactly.
Exactly.
You
So,
ain't gonna get it back.
I say really think about, like, I don't know, this didn't say what exactly, you know, took them apart from each other. I don't know how serious the situation is between the mom and the daughter, but, if it's I would look at it and say, "Okay, is this work like, can we move past whatever was and, like, birth something new?" But if you
Right.
can't, then absolutely protect your peace because
Yes,
yeah, break the cycle, girl. Be the
I
mom
like
your
that.
mom was.
Okay. Be
Well,
your
cheers
own
to
mom.
moms. We're gonna cheers to, even though I already
Cheers
drank
to
my presidente. Cheers to good moms like us, good moms that are out there, good moms that are trying. Because you know what?
Mhm.
Being a mom is not easy work.
it is
There wasn't
not.
a
Yes.
book, even that book,
Somebody at this
What
point,
to
somebody
Expect.
should write a playbook at this point
Yeah, yeah.
because I feel
Because
like
that one book,
Exactly.
when I was first pregnant in my baby shower, I got that book, What to Expect When You're Expecting. Can we just
yeah,
throw that away? Because that did not work for me. I
no.
didn't use any of
It's
the
not
first 10
even
chapters.
it's not even how to wipe a baby's butt or like blow
No,
their nose. We need
no.
a guide for when they're about 5
Yeah,
on
yeah.
how to be
Hold
Okay.
on.
what
We
to
need a
expecting
guide
when
at
they're
25. Forget
Okay.
5.
One
Okay, I
one
need a
to
guide at
25,
25.
guys.
Thank
That's
you.
true. That's
Thank
true.
you. Ladies,
Cheers to moms everywhere.
cheers.
The good, the bad, the
Cheers.
ugly.
Yes.
We're all out here just trying
We're just
trying to make
blessed.
it. We're trying to
Hey,
make
we're
it.
blessed. We don't have the Netflix mom, okay?
Yes,
Cheers
that's
to
what I
that.
would
Oh my
keep saying.
God.
At least she's not sending me texts telling me to go kill myself.
Yes. Okay. Let's be the let's Lynette's gonna be the positive one. The positive one.
Okay, exactly. And we all made it through, and it also made us very, I would say
Strong.
one thing, made us very strong and very hyper independent.
That's what I
Yes.
told you guys.
That's what I'm saying.
You're two great females, okay? So no matter what kind of parenting role you had from your mother, you're strong enough to be the females you are right now.
All right. Thank
I love
you.
that.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Thanks for
That's
joining
right.
us on our
Bye.
second episode of Girl, Let Me Tell You.
Yes.
We'll see